Welcome back to Teacher Reacts Year 4. I'm Ddog, where every day you get a new reaction. Today is, what is it? P1Harmony's L.O.Y.L. That's exciting. Last we saw them was Unique, and Unique is... It was fine. Look, I gushed over it because it's P1Harmony. They are the most underrated group in K-pop. They don't know how to put out a song that is not a banger. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy all their songs all the time. Definitely after the high of highs, that was Pretty Boy and Ddog. You'll be seeing that on May 3rd, by the way. For now, though, we have another song from the same album that Unique was a part of. This is called L.O.Y.L, or Loyal. Who knows if those stand for other things? I can't think of a joke off the top of my head. Look, it's the first of the recording session. The caffeine hasn't hit in yet, so we'll see how this goes. I've got lots to record today. Like, God, the next 2 weeks of videos for you all is literally this recording session. And then I have to do Flashback Friday stuff, which, oh man, I'm gonna die by the end of this. I'm gonna press play though. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Please, I beg of you. It's very important you do so. I need a sip of my coffee.
You can take my heart, but it won't be easy. You'll find a way, somehow.
Kind of just a crawling of a video. Crawling of a song, I mean.
Never gonna catch me in a chase. Call me mine, never wait. Hold the hearts I gotta take all night. Don't waste my time.
Lots of layers. I love the layering on these vocals right here. It was nice.
Strike like I'm lightning. Yeah, no touching my go one of a kind thing. Keep it down in the love.
What is this? That was such a rhythm switch into something so much more plotting. Sticking with this more hip hop, less pop sound. Vocals, nice.
Baby, I'm your ideal.
Shut up, it's the best part. I enjoy him in general, but I enjoy how much he like puts stress syllables and like holds off on certain things. It's nice. This is such a mishmash of a bunch of different things. It's rhythm switch the song. Nice triplets. Look, the beat is solid if they would just stick to a beat. That's the thing about P1Harmony, is that they have a solid foundation when they release songs. Their foundation is good, as in like the vocals, the instrumental, like all of it is great. Look at all these songs that I gotta do later. All of these are great. It's just, I think this might be the first song of theirs. First song in like 4 years of me doing this, almost 5 years, where this has fallen flat for me. I think this very plottingness to it, this very, look, they're doing it on purpose, right? They're doing a rhythm switch so that way it would keep you on your toes throughout the thing. The problem with that is when you do a rhythm switch and you rhythm switch into a slow rhythm to another slow rhythm to another slow rhythm to another, you see the problem? Is that it's just, it comes off like you're walking through mud, and I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing. I know that this is another part of hip hop genre. This is another part of the genre that they're currently doing with this album. It's just this album probably isn't made for me. I do like Unique a hell of a lot better, even if Unique still, like I said during that reaction, isn't my favorite of their sounds they can do. I prefer them when they're at their poppiest. I prefer them when they're at their very purely fucking, here's a catchy melody, we're gonna drive this into the ground with fun vocals. When you add more complex things like layering and stuff, it does help a little bit. They do have a lot of stuff on here where they do have layered vocals where you'll have like a harmony and a melody, or you have a melody and then something else happening, or just in general, they're trying their best to spruce up the song to make it not sound like it's going through mud. The problem is you can put sprinkles on mud and it still is you rocking through mud. I don't know if that made sense to you, but it makes sense in my brain. Like, it's a brightened version of just being fucking plodding to the death of time. I am being overly harsh, probably. Like, there's a lot of people who prefer this style of song compared to the other stuff. Remember, what's the poppiest song that they have? Fall in Love Again? Oh man, that's a fucking great song. I prefer that style of thing where it's very poppy. But I know there's lots of people who prefer other things. To be fair, I also prefer they're more dancey. I prefer fucking Pretty Boy and Duh. Those are the top tier of all their songs that they've done. Even though they have a lot of good songs. Have you seen their discography? Man, if they ever break up in the next like 4 or 5 years and I'm still somehow doing the teacher react stuff, you know I'm gonna do an every P1Harmony discography thing. That will be so dang fun. For now though, I am just, I think I'm just disappointed. It's just, this isn't a style of song that I get through. I'm just bored. And I think that when you're listening to a song, at least boring is the worst part about being a reactioner, because if you're reacting to something that's boring, you can't really react to it in an overly happy way because it's not good, overly bad way because it's not bad, like in Mad Way or whatever. So like, I'm just kind of just sitting here, react bot. I need you to react for me. Tell me what you think.
It's Jover.
Oh, see, he's already lost all faith in P1Harmony. You know what? I get it. Maybe they'll come back with something better next time.